Welcome everyone, and thank you for viewing my video, which I've recorded after attending OneStream's 2025 Splash Conference. At the conference, I had several people approach me at the Finit booth to ask for advice on how to structure purchasing decisions when considering OneStream versus a point solution for reconciliations that's been recommended by an ERP partner. So the goal of this video is just to share my thoughts on this topic. For those that don't know me, my name is Heather Brown, and I've spent over 23 years in the reconciliation compliance space. I was a founding employee at Blackline, where I developed their first generation product. And from there, I launched a software company that was later acquired by Trintech and became part of the Cadency solution. I then joined Oracle, where I built out all of the Oracle account reconciliation capabilities before eventually finding my way into the OneStream ecosystem. For the past 5 years, I've been focused on implementing and supporting clients on this powerful platform. Today, I lead the Accounting Hub practice at Finit, where I oversee implementation projects for account reconciliations, transaction matching, journal entry management, and related solutions. I also collaborate with the Finit Solutions Hub team to develop complementary tools that extend the value of the OneStream platform. Let's start with a little bit of background here. The major ERP agnostic players in the account reconciliation space are OneStream, Blackline, Trintech, and Flowcast. And by ERP agnostic, I mean these solutions are available for licensing independently of investment in any particular ERP solution. Oracle, of course, has an account reconciliation solution, but I didn't include it in the list because it's not ERP agnostic. It wouldn't make sense to consider Oracle unless you are 100% now and in the future an Oracle shop. And even then, there are reasons why it might make sense to stay with an ERP agnostic solution. That's a topic for a different day. Over the last couple of years, we've seen ERP vendors like SAP and Workday promote partnerships with third-party reconciliation tools like Trintech and Blackline. I've had prospective clients ask me whether these partnerships offer a special advantage for account reconciliations and whether these partnerships should be factored into decision-making processes. And from my perspective, the answer is no. If I were buying reconciliation technology, I would not give weight to these partnerships because they exist really for marketing purposes. They're meant to fill a gap so that SAP and Workday can compete against Oracle, because you can be sure that Oracle uses this to beat up on these companies during sales cycles. Just because a tool is recommended by your ERP vendor doesn't mean it's the best long-term solution for your organization. We need to think beyond the marketing hype and consider what's truly strategic for your company. So where should reconciliations reside? This is a critical question. Should reconciliations live in a third-party tool that's loosely connected to your ERP, or should they reside in your enterprise performance management platform, the same place where you manage financial reporting and possibly planning? I'll walk you through the reasons why we at Finit believe that reconciliations do belong in the EPM platform, Enterprise Performance Management, if you're using one or are planning to use one, and why we at Finit are all in on OneStream. If you've seen any of my presentations before, you know that I've not been shy about telling folks that even though that OneStream isn't a tool that I developed personally myself, it's my favorite for a lot of reasons. When I face decisions like this, I try to identify the factors that really need consideration in order to simplify the decision process. And I can tell you with certainty, there is one thing that you do not need to consider, and that's reconciliation functionality. This may be shocking to hear, but I believe it to be true. The account reconciliation software market is a mature market. These tools have been around now for more than 20 years. My son was 2 years old when I delivered the first version of Blackline's solution, and he's now 23. From everything that I've seen, the major products do pretty much the same thing. They may perform a function slightly differently than another product, but at the end of the day, all the leading products can check pretty much all of the same boxes. So knowing this, I believe that you can safely set functionality aside as a decision criteria and focus on the true differentiating factors, such as how well the tool integrates into your broader financial ecosystem, Is the system strategic to your organization? Can it scale? Can it adapt? Can it support future needs like artificial intelligence and automation? Will it continue to receive investment from your leadership? That's incredibly important. OneStream excels here because it's not just a reconciliation tool. It's a unified platform that supports the entire finance lifecycle. Finance teams that are already using OneStream for consolidations, financial reporting, planning, budgeting, or forecasting, or are considering any of these use cases for the future, will benefit significantly when fully leveraging the OneStream platform. Adding reconciliations to this same platform creates a seamless experience. It reduces the learning curve, improves user adoption, and enables powerful cross-process insights. Things like linking reconciliation issues to forecast variances. This unified experience is a big win for productivity and collaboration. This is exactly the reason why we can stand up account reconciliations at existing OneStream clients in 6 weeks or less, and that many of these clients can even self-implement the solution with some guidance from a company like Finit. It's because the features are familiar to users. There isn't a huge learning curve. And with as much stress as we put on our finance teams, we should be looking for every opportunity we have to make things easier for folks. Reconciliations are a core part of the financial close process. OneStream is purpose-built for close and consolidation, so it naturally aligns with close calendars and workflows. It understands financial statement hierarchies and the presentation of financial data. This allows seamless integration of data captured during reconciliation, such as reconciling items, into the financial reporting process, which gives executives real-time visibility into the true financial condition. This tight integration with real-time visibility is something that's very hard to achieve when you have disconnected sets of tools. Your CIO knows that every additional system that you add into the technology landscape adds complexity, cost, and risk. By consolidating reconciliations into OneStream, you can reduce technical debt, simplify the user experience, and lower the integration overhead. It's a cleaner, just more efficient way to operate. Beyond just the technical debt of the systems, you also have the cost of moving the data between these systems. It's expensive and risky. It introduces errors, slows down processes, and creates audit challenges. With OneStream, your financial data stays in one place, minimizing these issues and improving data integrity. And lastly, we need to be looking to the future and understanding where it's taking us. Artificial intelligence is transforming finance, but it needs centralized, high-quality data to be effective. OneStream's unified platform gives AI the context it needs to deliver smarter automation and insights. We're just starting to see with recent announcements what the future might look like at OneStream, with AI agents and AI Studio becoming available. If you want to future-proof your finance function, we believe centralization of data is key. Does this mean there's no market for tools like Trintech, Blackline, and Flowcast? No, that's not what I'm saying. If your organization has no need for consolidations, financial reporting, planning, budgeting, or forecasting capabilities, then an EPM solution like OneStream might be overkill. Point solutions can address reconciliation needs just fine in this case. But if you're using other tools to solve these EPM use cases, or anticipate use cases within the next 5 years, then when considering an investment in reconciliation technology, I would strongly consider asking whether adding yet another point solution into your technology landscape is the right answer. For just a little higher investment, you could establish an EPM platform footprint with OneStream and leverage that footprint over time to slowly start reducing your technical debt and gain all the benefits that a platform has to offer. And if you already have OneStream, then it's an absolute no-brainer for me. I honestly cannot fathom why any organization that owns OneStream would not use it for account reconciliations. One closing remark here as I wrap up my presentation. As an independent third party who has worked in this space most of my career, I have seen an awful lot of tribalism. loyalty extended to a product based on prior usage or experience. And as technology buyers, be careful. Tribalism isn't healthy for your organization. Technology is changing and you don't want to fall behind. Keep an open mind and consider what's best for the organization as a whole. To wrap up this short video, here are the key points that I hope you'll take away from today's discussion. While many tools can handle reconciliations, OneStream's strength lies in its ability to unify and scale your finance operations. By reducing system sprawl and centralizing data, you not only simplify your processes and reduce technical debt, but you also position your team to take advantage of emerging technologies like artificial intelligence. This isn't just about solving today's problems, it's about preparing for what's next. For clients who have invested or are considering investing in OneStream for consolidations, financial reporting, planning, budgeting, or forecasting use cases, we suggest changing how you frame account reconciliation evaluations. The default position should be, why not OneStream, when considering a purchase of any solution available within OneStream, including account reconciliations. Absent a compelling reason to the contrary, it simply makes sense to get the most out of your OneStream investment. If you have any other questions on this topic, or frankly, about anything else related to OneStream, I'd be happy to help. You can reach us here at info@finit.com or through the website at finit.com/contact-us. Thanks for your time today, and we look forward to seeing you at Splash next year.